Guys, in this episode we stopped at some boulders and took photos at sunrise, and then we moved to Boulder Lake. So join us. We visited some boulders on our way to Boulder Lake. The view was beautiful. First, you notice the boulders resting in the middle of a hill. What you don't expect is the backdrop. Depending on where you look, the Wind River Range rises on one side and the Wyoming Range on the other. Standing there, surrounded by stone and stillness, the sunrise felt like a gift.
Morning, it's sunrise somewhere here in Boulder. We're just tramping around. Julieta's taking some photos of the sunrise. Dogs are running around. Let's see what the day brings. Let's get up there. Sun's just coming up, hitting these rocks. So, I think that's a photo. Came trucking up this hill. She was on a mission. Gotta get that first light.
I was on a mission to notice, to capture the boulders as the first light touched them. I love how the morning begins with a mix of light and the deep blue of night, slowly giving away. It feels like a gentle transition, not rush, just patient. I love God's first light when we are outside. It reminds me that each morning is an invitation to begin again, to trust Him and to place our lives back into His hands. He always knows what we need.
Hear the coyotes.
At sunrise, I always hear coyotes waking up, singing with the first light of morning. It is a grounding and humbling sound. A reminder that we are not alone and that we are standing in a wild place God continues to care for. The children were running and climbing the boulders, full of joy and curiosity. Levon was being a bad boy. He has a gift for finding carcasses, and he is completely obsessed with them. Being among those boulders made me feel very small. In that smallness, I felt peace. I love watching the light wake up everything, slowly and quietly.
Nice morning. Tramping around.
We love exploring with the children. They teach us to notice, to slow down, and to be present.
Chasing that light.
Winter sunrises are special. There is something about winter light that makes you feel alive and thankful to be here.
Children, I'm loving it here. Aren't you, little man? Loves climbing rocks like a sister. You know, just tearing off. Where he's going, who knows? Levon is being a little rascal this morning.
Levon was not a good listener. He was running everywhere, full of energy. Connor had to go get him several times from the carcass he found. He just couldn't stay away. I'm taking landscape photos of boulders, and the backdrop is really awesome. We have the Wyoming Range and the Wind River Range in the backdrop. It's really cool. Oh my gosh. But Levon, it's being a bad boy. We are not happy with him. In fact, where is it right now? I love my family, and I especially love leaving behind tangible memories of our adventures together. Levon is growing so quickly, and these moments feel sacred. After that, we went to check out Boulder Lake. On our way, we encountered many deer, quietly moving through the land. Levon is a cuddler. He takes every opportunity to remind us of his affection, and I never take that for granted. We are at the lake, and it's starting to freeze, and there's people ice fishing, but we don't have the auger, so we have to go over there on that side.
Lake There's still a little bit of open water because I didn't bring my ice fishing gear. But we saw some folks out on the other end of the lake. It's pretty frozen. Let's see what we can do here.
It has been such a mild winter. There is very little snow on the ground, and the lakes are just beginning to freeze. I remember our first winter ice fishing. We were usually on the ice by Thanksgiving. Now it is January, and the lakes are only starting to hold. Still, our mission remains the same: to enjoy Sublette County in every season, just as it is.
Watch it. What are you doing up there, dude?
It took Kwache a moment to figure out how to get to us. When he did, he was so excited, and I felt a quiet pride watching him find his way. Connor fished for a little while, until Yvonne found one too many things he wasn't supposed to play with. We had the loveliest morning, a soft reminder that God is everywhere, and that He meets us in the stillness. Well, guys, we came to Boulder and we stopped at the beginning of our little journey here at some rocks, boulders, and it was just amazing. We saw the sunrise there, and then we came for a little bit to the lake. It's still wide open. Well, no, not really. Sorry, let's rephrase that. Some parts are open and some are frozen. So yay, next week we are gonna be on the ice.
Woohoo!
Woo! Please remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Visit my online store. I have the winter collection is up. It's beautiful, and I have a new blog post. Ooh, it's really gorgeous. You should go visit it. See you next week.